Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Sunset Tarot. Now, this is a general reading and it is open to all zodiac signs. So just take what resonates with you. It is also timeless, so anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message here for you. Now let's try to see what is the main energy at the end of the day. Okay, we have here the Knight of Cups. It's as if that you were traveling for the whole day for some of you. For some of you, you have been on a journey, in a symbolic journey for several days or maybe for today. And during that time, you were silently observing the scene and silently listening also to messages coming from the divine or from the spirit realm or from your spirit guide. So we see here the Knight of Cups traveling, but as he travels, he is looking at the cups. It's like many of you are traveling right now and you are looking in, you are more on a receptive mode and are listening to your inner self, listening also to the signs that are arising from within or in your exterior environment and trying to see if these are messages coming from within. So you are in a receptive mode while being actively or while actively engaging your daily life activities. Now, let's try to see how this will further unfold. Okay, for some of you, you are really setting out on a journey. So it can be right now you are continuing on a journey. For some of you, maybe you are just beginning on a journey. And it is a journey outwards, a journey of leaving something behind, a journey of going to another side. For example, it can be from a life situation, from a different life situation to something that is also opposite to what is presently you are presently experiencing right now. So it's like a change of life situation for some of you. For some of you, it's a literal traveling to another place. For some of you, it's a change of maybe change of lifestyle or change of life situation, maybe from something that you have been used to, and then you are embarking on something that is completely new from the life kind of lifestyle that you are living. And right now there is a lot of anxieties for some of you, mental thoughts, mental worries. So anxieties accompanies you as you embark on this new journey. And somehow that's why maybe you are also receptive. And I feel that is the best approach, to be receptive to the spirit, to allow the spirit to guide you. And I feel if you are more receptive to the guidance coming from the spirit, then the anxiety will be lesser. And trusting everything to the spirit, knowing that the spirit will take care of you and your journey. So right now, I feel as you embark on something new, it's normal for you to be a little bit anxious or a little bit worried because the future is a little bit uncertain at this time, especially if you are embarking or going on a journey to a new place or a new life situation. It's normal to have some fears or some anxieties of the uncertainty of things that are new to you. So it's the uncertainty sometimes gives us that kind of anxiety, but I feel it can be counterbalanced knowing that you are not alone and the universe has already prepared everything even before you have arrived arrived into your new destination. Knowing that the universe is there to prepare everything for you will somehow lessen the anxiety that you might have at this time. So somehow the Knight of Cups, who is receptive to the guidance of the universe, will somehow counterbalance the anxiety or the uncertainty of the near future. Now let's try to see what is the advice of the universe for you. You see here, we have here the Ace of Cups. So the universe will fill up everything that you will need. You will be a cup that is overflowing. So somehow the universe is telling us, do not worry. Everything will be provided for you in your journey. If you feel empty at this time, especially if you are living behind a painful situation, because when you look at the Six of Swords, they seem to be a family that is in sorrow. So the universe will fill up what is lacking in your life. The universe, your relationship with the divine and your relationship with the universe will be the source of contentment. It will be the one that will make you feel secure. So somehow you will be a cup that is overflowing. So do not worry about the future. If you have some worries or anxieties at this time because of the uncertainty of the future, trust in the universe. The universe will provide for all your needs. So somehow really the invitation for us is to have that spirit of the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups seems to be a person who is very receptive to the guidance of the universe, using his intuition, and at the same time also relying, knowing that everything that he needs will be provided for him by the universe. So relying on the providence of the divine. He's taking his active part. He's not just passively waiting, you see, because the knight continues his journey. But as he journeys, that is his active participation, going forward on the journey. Just as also the Six of Swords here, when you see the man is exerting effort towards the destination. So we participate in the journey, we do our part, but at the same time also, we are aware that the universe will fill up our cup. So don't worry, the Ace of Cups somehow assures you that whatever you will be needing in the journey, it will be provided for you. So let's now go to the second part, which is Insights at Twilight. For our Insights at Twilight, the message comes from Nina Simone, and the message is, you have got to learn to leave the table when love is no longer being served. If we try to relate it to our tarot reading, in the second card, we had the Six of Swords, and it shows people crossing over to another side of the lake, or crossing over to another side of the sea. So when we look at it, it's like a person leaving behind a situation that is no longer helpful to the person. So you've got to learn to leave the table when love is no longer served. So for some of you, if you are in a loving situation or in a relationship that you don't feel loved anymore, and instead you feel that you are constantly being drained in the relationship, where it's an unhealthy kind of relationship. You know how it is, that relationship wherein one is just investing and investing on the relationship while the other just takes away from it. It's not an equal give and take, or it's a relationship where the person is being hurt always, always in the receiving end of negative treatment. Then it is a situation that is no longer healthy for you. And a healthy love of oneself, healthy self-love will tell you you deserve something better. And having good boundaries also will lead you to say, I deserve something better. You can always say no, and you can always move on to a better life situation. So if you feel that you are in an unhealthy situation right now, you can always say, I deserve better than this one. And sometimes moving on sometimes can be the best approach in the life situation. If, for example, you are in a situation that is no longer helpful to you, and you are in a downward spiral wherein instead of finding joy in life, you are constantly starved in the relationship, then maybe you need to take a pause and make a decision to move away. So when we look at the tarot cards that we have for today or for tonight, you see the Knight of Cups beginning on a journey, and he is analyzing his life situation, also listening, being receptive to the guidance coming from the universe. And even if there is some anxieties in the Six of Swords, the person still continues on the journey. Oftentimes, when we realize we are in a relationship that is not healthy for us, when we start to leave behind that situation, when we close our door to that situation, there is that uncertainty of the future. Because for some of us, you might have been in a situation that you have become codependent to the person, where you are somehow expecting the other person to fill up your cup. So you no longer are proactive in the relationship, wherein you already might be in a relationship wherein you are no longer taking charge in giving yourself happiness. You are no longer the source of your happiness, and you are completely dependent on the other person to fill up your cup. And so when the other person fails to fill up your cup, then you are devastated. Now, when we look at the third card, we had the Ace of Cups. And when we look at the Ace of Cups, the cup is being filled up by the divine. The cup is being filled up by the spirit. And that is the healthiest kind of way of living in this third dimension, when the source of our happiness is in ourselves. The source of our happiness is in that relationship with the divine. It is the divine that fills up our life. And so even if people will come and go, even if people will not fill up our cup, we continue to be happy. We continue to be a cup that is overflowing, because we do not expect other people to fill up our cup. When we are in that situation where we expect other people to fill up our cup, the chances of being disappointed is there. But when it is the divine who is the one that fills up our cup, the divine who is the source of our happiness, we are assured that everything that we need will be provided for us. And when we reach out to a relationship, it is because we want them to share in the happiness that we have because of our relationship with the divine and with ourselves. And so also, because our source of happiness is not other people, when these people come and go, when they leave us behind, we are not affected by it, because we do not expect them to be the one to fill up our cup. We continue to fill up our cup with a loving relationship with the divine, and also our loving relationship with ourselves. So if you find yourself in a situation wherein people are making our life difficult, we always have that capacity to say, no, I deserve something better. And it is easier for you to embark on a new life journey. It's easier for you to leave the table when love is no longer being served. So this is what we have for our insights at twilight and our timeless sunset tarot. I hope that it has helped you in your present life situation. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.